Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Brian's Beverage Corner. Today we have a special guest. We have Big Steve.
Hi.
And then you know my boy Jason.
I'm back, y'all.
We got him back. Actually, this episode was Jay's idea, so I want to give him the credit for this episode. So with the weather getting warmer and the sun staying out longer, people want a nice fruitier, softer beer. They don't want the heavy double IPAs. They don't want the stouts, the porters.
Yum, yum, yum.
They don't want that roast. They want that fruit, boy.
We could have some IPA though.
You can have some IPAs,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
IPAs are all year beers. But I'm talking about the doubles and the triples,
The real
heavy alcohol
stuff.
content stuff. Like people aren't really wanting that anymore.
Headaches.
Spring into summertime, you want those like light ales, the fruity beers, the ghost styles if you're into that kind of stuff. So today. Jason's idea was to talk about some more fruity beers. We originally were going to have the Natter Days on here.
Natter Days are for the boys, right?
Obviously, this is a craft beer show, so like Natty Light and Natty Ice will never be presented on this show. Maybe one episode.
Okay.
Let me not say that. Maybe one day we'll do
shit.
like a crappy beer episode
Check
where we do
yourself.
all the cheaper beers. I shouldn't say
Crappy beer.
crappy. I should say
Yeah.
the cheaper beers.
Watch your mouth.
Check your Natter Days.
Check your Natter Days.
Check your Natter Days.
Hashtag.
But to give a little lowdown, sorry to cut you off there.
Don't apologize because that beer was really good.
Natter Days is excellent. It really is. So it's a strawberry lemonade beer. Like on the bottom of it, it says like for those who like strawberry lemonade and like drinking beer, and it is excellent. It tastes exactly like strawberry lemonade with the tiniest little hint of beer. So for those of you who aren't beer drinkers or aren't crazy beer drinkers, this might be right up your alley. Feel bad that I don't have something for Corey to try this go around. Actually, a couple of these he might like. But
Corey,
if
you might like the Schoferhofer.
Yeah, you might like the all this stuff. But
Yeah, the
it's
Natter
very good.
Days was really good. I was actually surprised.
Super light, you crush them all day.
What did we really want to do? We wanted to do like that hexagon, like that variety pack natty thing that they made.
Yeah,
we wanted to do
the
that
big,
on the
like,
show. That would have been dope.
It's like a
Hexagon
50,
variety
it's like
pack.
a.
It comes in
50
like
rack or
it's like
something like that?
it's like a huge like variety pack for natty, but it doesn't come in your like standard shape. It's like
It's like a big.
what?
It's like a box. It's a full
looks like-
cardboard box. It looks like a display. It
looks
looks
like a
like something
present.
that you would like put like in a store. That's their display.
Oh.
Like it wouldn't be like that's what you grab and take. I think that is what you grab and take. Like they have it, but it's very select. I think it's very hard to find.
Interesting.
I haven't seen it. Nowadays, in general, is actually shockingly hard to find. I only found it at Bottle King.
Hey.
Shameless plug.
There we go. Beep, 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 beep.
But I went to a couple other places and they didn't have it. I finally found it there and I freaked out. I was like all about it.
I told them like the day before we got it that we were gonna get it. So like I knew it was coming in prior, and I like let them know so that they can get it first. Not first, but like when it came in the store.
Yeah.
So Steve, I don't know how often. I don't know if you've ever watched the show.
No, I haven't.
That's fine.
Oh my.
That's fine.
I'm
Jimmy's
sorry.
on. By the way, Jimmy's on the fucking show and doesn't watch it. So
Watch your mouth.
our viewers are over 18 or 21, I should say.
Okay.
How are you gonna get that
Hopefully.
ad revenue
All right,
with all the f bombs?
I don't give a shit.
I'm
This is for
hungry
fun.
some tasting.
So we're gonna start off. Last week with Monument, we did our first international beer. We have another one. You probably recognize this brand, Schoferhofer grapefruit beer. Super fruity. This is gonna come out like bright orange when I pour it. This is from brewed and filled in Germany in Radberger Group KG.
That's
They
like the brew. I think
That's
that's
like
the company.
That's like where the brewery is.
no, that's like Miller InBev.
Oh,
like
okay.
Anheuser Busch for them. Like,
in
I
Fra-
guess.
in,
Oh,
Fra- in
okay.
Frankfurt, Maine, Germany.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, that's the importer is the same company through Norwalk, Connecticut. So
Nice.
All right.
also, I've never seen this before. It actually says on the bottom here, please don't litter. I've never seen that on a can before.
Beautiful.
That's really cool.
Helping the
Beautiful.
environment. Gotta love it.
10 out of 10.
So, Steve, since you don't know, since you don't watch the show, we go in ABV order so that no beer overtakes the one after it.
Makes sense.
Just like with wine.
Yeah.
So, the Schoferhofer comes in super low at a 3.2, and I said this before the show. It actually almost like comes out like juice. Like that's how light this beer is. So,
Ooh.
as you can see, you get that grapefruit pink color coming out. I said orange before. Sorry. That's really wrong.
Ooh, that is grapefruit, all right.
Don't taste it yet.
Don't
I didn't taste
yet.
it. I'm smelling. Sniff. Hey,
Get outta here.
doing like the swirl in my cup, little
Yeah,
wine,
man.
you know.
Well,
He
pep in your
knows.
step.
He already has
Yeah,
the
yeah.
idea. He's already
See
down.
how
He's
the
got it.
bubbles kind of gleam off the glass
Oh, we
cup?
we talk about the head and everything like that.
Oh,
too.
my bad.
Yeah.
You're good. No, you're good, dude. Talk freely.
It's very
talking all I want.
grapefruity in the sense. It's all grapefruit. This
Pretty
is
much.
this you drink
Yeah.
the grapefruit juice that has some alcohol in it, pretty much.
Sign me up.
This is the closest thing to juice you're gonna get as a beer drinker.
I enjoy this immensely.
This
I've
is
had
a-
a few of these. Some of these guys have not had any, so I kind of have the upper hand here.
I've had
in
this before
knowing what's up.
in the
Oh,
can.
okay. Oh.
I have not actually.
I've only had it in bottles. I've never had it in a can.
I
Great.
think I've only had it in a can.
All right. Shall we taste?
You guys go for it, guys. I'm gonna talk while you take sips.
Sounds good.
So this beer is perfect for the summer, the really hot weather.
Mm.
It was like 80 today, so like when we
It
filmed
was
this,
wild hot.
it was wild hot today. So this would have been like the perfect beer to go with.
Wow.
Mm.
This is really nice. You want to
Right?
talk about fruit bomb? There you go.
This is yeah. It's excellent. I really enjoy this.
Oh my god! Wow.
Corey, you want to give a taste?
The aroma actually is, in my opinion, more powerful than the taste.
Yes.
It tastes like super. There you go.
Yeah, you
Just
wanna
take it out of
try?
the can.
Yeah, Corey's gonna try. Why not?
Survey says. All right.
Not bad.
It's very juicy.
we
Respectable.
got a
Just push that
we
closer
got
to
a not bad from
Can you
Corey.
push
Ding
that
ding
closer
ding
to
ding
me?
ding.
We got a not bad from Corey. That's high praise.
So
That's high praise.
For our regulars that watch this show know that Corey's not really a beer drinker or an alcohol drinker in general, but every now and then something will come across the table that we just like think he might like. So 9 times out of 10 he's gonna say he doesn't like it, but this was one of the few times that he was really into it.
It's like
Where did the paper towels go?
I don't know where the paper towels are, but you know, we'll mix them up.
Do you know how much this usually runs for at our store?
So the 6-pack bottles, which is the way my store, I don't work there anymore. The store sells it is
Oh, we got the paper towels.
9. I want to say 8 or 9.99 for a 6-pack. It's probably gonna be a little bit either more or like $1 off for the 4-pack 16-ounce cans. Anywhere from $8.99 to $10.99 depending on where you go. It's a rather like affordable.
It's a very affordable
pack.
option. Yes.
I would buy this absolutely.
I love this. I've bought this for myself countless times. I enjoy it.
The next one, so another like really big name brand. This is gonna like literally balance the beam between a cider and a beer because it's technically an ale, just an apple ale. So this is Red's blueberry ale.
Blueberry ale.
Sorry, I can't talk today. I've been wanting to try this forever. We used to sell it, and I never bought it, but now I get to try it. This comes in at 5%. Red's usually comes in at about $8.99 for a 6-pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Right
So,
around that.
love it.
It's a
I'm
very
I'm keeping this cap.
normal price.
I'll do J first.
I'm
little-
already smelling that blueberry.
A little story about this is when I wore a younger man's clothes, when I may or
We don't have a kid underage drinking.
I definitely was 21. I really enjoyed.
Okay, I got nervous where that story was going.
No, I really enjoyed Red's Apple Ale. I was all about it, and all of a sudden, for some reason, I really started liking blueberries again. Like I liked them when I was a kid. Long time, I didn't really care for them, and then I really started liking
Save a little for
blueberries again.
Corey in case he
So
wants.
tried that, and it's excellent again. Like I love blueberries. I'm all about it. Red's Apple Ale is good stuff. They make a
The
pretty good
Wicked
product.
Apple is so good. I love that's like the 8% one. That's like my favorite.
So like this is to me like this is a
It smells like super blueberry.
it smells super blueberry. It's
It almost-
lighter. It's a
almost,
lighter scent than that.
It almost
for sure.
reminds me of like a freshly baked like blueberry pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it definitely
Yeah.
has that. It's all blueberry. Like I know we always talk about like a lot of the stuff. Granted, these are lighter options. When when
Yeah.
we've been talking in the past about stouts and stuff, we have so many notes to take on this. And like if you have a really refined palate and like you're like a sommelier kind like type, and you can really tell like differentiate stuff, you probably can tell different stuff with this. But it's pretty cut and dry. Blueberry, grapefruit. I've yet to see what the
Yeah,
options
those are gonna be
with this.
interesting,
Yeah, those
'cause
are
I
going to
read
be
about
interesting.
them already.
Yeah, let's
Let's do this. Oh my god.
again So this is your first time having that, right?
Yeah, I would buy this in a heartbeat.
This is another one of my favorites. It's super light, very crisp, refreshing. You have these on ice.
The taste, okay, so the smell was like a blueberry pie to me, but the taste almost reminds me of like the juice from those like ices you get at like Rite Aid.
Yeah. Yes.
And don't take that as a negative because at least for me, I loved those like growing up.
Yeah.
And that just reminded me of this. So like once again, like it's a borderline between a beer and a cider because obviously it's super fruity and it looks like a cider.
Yeah. It's super light. Like you can see right through it.
It's perfect.
It's
5%, you know, this is like your summer style beer. You know, this is the kind of thing you want to try. Do you want to try this too? Because you actually might like that.
I think you would like that. Do you like blueberries? Let's see.
Take a sip.
Oh! Oh yes! We did it! Yes! Yes! We got a full on. I like that. Oh boy, this is
a moment. This is a first.
This is a moment. I'm upset that a lot of the other guys
are not here for this because they
this.
suck.
But we just got a full on. I like that.
Corey sealed.
You also
approval.
caught that nice moment where I tried to fix my hair and I just realized I don't have any anymore.
Definitely should put a ching wasted. Okay, but yeah,
So-
no, I love that.
That's awesome.
This is I'm gonna be the odd man out. This is okay. It's all right. I think I'd rather prefer having the regular reds than this.
That is
But
fair.
but
Yeah.
let me ask you this
strokes for
then.
different folks, man.
No,
Like,
yeah, of
obviously,
course.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this then. If someone came in looking for a blueberry anything, would you recommend that to them?
I mean, it would depend on what else we have, but
Oh, so you're really not a fan of it? To be completely
not-
honest, you can be honest. You can say you don't like things.
I think it's disappointing. As soon as you smell it, you smell like you were saying, like blueberry pie, and like you're really getting it. But then after that, it's kind of falls flat. It's kind of just tastes like another Reds, but like with mild blueberry. I don't know. It's just what I'm getting.
Okay, so that's the last time we have Steve on the show. Just kidding.
There's the wasted there.
The show's,
There-
the
yeah, right.
show's gonna get cut now.
Yeah. No, I mean you can obviously
Not every beer is gonna be winners. Like, you know, we've been pretty lucky picking out random stuff and like picking beers, and a little bit last week. Like I know a lot of the Monument guys have very specific tastes, so like even for them, like they said for what it is, it was really good, but it might not be their cup of tea, and that's fine. Like not everyone has the same tastes, and I'd rather have a nice debate on the show about the beer than to have someone like just say either no, I absolutely hate it, or like say they love it when they really don't. Like we're here to like show you guys like what to go out and buy. And obviously for someone that likes fruitiness, you know, Jay and I really enjoyed this, but someone that, you know, likes fruity styles but maybe not specifically that kind of style will tell you otherwise. And that's not knocking the beer. Like the beer's good, you know.
No, it's a good variety. Like I know in the past for me, I've said with a couple things, I said this is not my kind of thing. I've put some down and I've had you guys finish it. There's some that I couldn't finish just because that's me. Like we try to have a decent bit of variety with what we're showing you. So like I know nobody is going to have my exact taste, Brian's exact taste, Steve's exact taste, everybody's exact taste. So we're trying to show you at least a little bit of diversity in our tastes, and it just so happens that me and Brian have the same affinity for this one. But and Steve doesn't share the same sentiment, but it is 100% okay. Like it's not a problem. And there are other blueberry ales out there like that are excellent.
Perfect example. Last week, I'm not going to say the name of the beer because it escapes my mind right now. Before the show, we did. I had a beer with Monument, and the beer we had, I did not like. I took 2 sips, and I didn't like it, and I dumped it. And that's just the way it is. You know, you're not gonna like everything that comes your way. I try to buy new things, and I try to taste everything. And this isn't bragging, but like, and it's not knocking anyone either. But I haven't bought the same beer unless it was like a beer that I knew I was gonna drink a heavy amount of. I've never bought the same beer twice in the 3 years that I've been like buying beer, you know.
Yeah.
You just
And
want to
that's
try
not-
something new.
That's
There's just
something-
always something new.
Yeah.
We definitely encourage you to go and test your limits, try different things, and see what you like, see what you don't like. It's all about trying different stuff. There.
The next beer we're gonna try is a very, very, very out there beer, and it's super interesting, and that's why I picked this up for this specific episode. Because when it comes to fruity beers, this one packs a lot of fruit in it. So this just came out a week ago, at least at our store. I don't know when they made. Let me see if it has the born on date. Yeah, this was done. This was canned 3/28/19, so not that long ago in
Pretty fresh.
in a beer life.
Yeah.
This is Dogfish, another Dogfish Head. This is Dogfish Head's Super 8 Super Goes. Now I'm gonna read this just because I've had this one before. I had this last week at Ty's house. This is ale made with red sea salt, prickly pear, mango, boysenberry, blackberry, raspberry, elderberry, and kiwi juices, and toasted quinoa.
Quinoa?
Quinoa. I said, you heard that right. I said quinoa.
I'm not a fan of
Vegan.
quinoa.
I didn't come here to be organic.
You didn't have to. Beer's for everyone.
Yeah. Can I
Quinoa, though.
read
I don't
what
know
this
about
says
that.
on the side here? So-
Sure.
Oh, does this pretty much say? Yeah, it says
A little
our
bit different.
our sessionable ghost brewed with a bevy of heroic fruits and quinoa pours a deep, vibrant red with an ample addition of Hawaiian sea salt.
What's heroic about blackberries?
Ooh,
Everything.
Okay.
everything, bro.
My bad.
Hawaiian sea salt. I like salty. I kind of like a little bit of salt with my beer. I like that kind of some things that those ghost styles that have like taste like you're drinking a margarita with the salt rim glass.
So I'm trying to think of something that looked similar. So if you remember a couple weeks ago, we did the Anderson Valley Framboise Goes, and it came out.
Yeah.
Wildly
And
sour.
it came
crazy
it-
awesome.
So it came out that like rosé wine pink color. I'm gonna pour this in front of the camera just so they can see. This is gonna come out like super red.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Hawaiian punch red.
That's like
That
that's
really
super
is
red.
Hawaiian
You can
punch
definitely
red.
see that it's a lot more like carbonated. But I had this last week with Ty and Jimmy and Ty's friend Dan, and we liked it. Very interesting. A lot going on in this beer. So like, if you want to try a goes style,
Oh whoa.
there's a lot going on in this. So like, you might want to work your way up to this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
There's a lot.
There's a
of
lot.
different,
There's a lot of different like aromas, a lot of different flavor going on, and it's a good beer. It's a really good beer, in my opinion. If you're a goes drinker, a sour drinker, definitely go out and pick this up. I believe it's $12 or $13.99 for a 6-pack. It was not cheap,
Something like that.
but still a reasonably good price for a 6-pack for something with this much going on in it.
There's smelling this. There is a lot going on here. Like
Trying to see, actually pretty hazy. I can like kind of see like what's going on the other side, but not really.
I'm picking up some mango in there, and did you say there was raspberries in here?
Yes.
Getting those.
Yeah, definitely getting the raspberries.
Definitely
More,
getting
more the berry kind of
raspberries.
flavor.
You're gonna get a lot of the berry and
Is there peach?
no.
No.
Oh, I don't know. That might
What's
be the
gonna
mango
happen
I'm
to some
scared.
people's like when they smell this is the sea salt is gonna
Yeah.
kind of overrun the flavor, like
Absolutely.
the smell of the fruit.
Hmm.
But for those of you like with those keen senses, you'll get the hints of the fruit like that come out over the salt.
Yeah.
So let's try this out.
Woo.
So
Huh. Okay.
at first taste, again, it does have. I do taste the sea salt in this.
Definitely sea salt, and
I taste those toasted quinoa seeds.
I can get the quinoa.
Yeah.
No, not the
I don't
ki-
know
the,
what
the
quinoa
ki-
tastes
the,
like,
ki-
so-
the kiwi,
Oh,
the kiwi juices in there, and
it's like very smoky.
prickly pear, boysenberry, blackberry, raspberry, elderberry. One of something like this must kind of taste like similar to passion fruit. Because I'm kind of getting a little bit of a passion fruity kind of thing. Granted, my taste buds are all horrible, so I really
That is sour.
am not good at.
That's good though.
It is really good.
Oh,
That's
dude, if
really
you think
nice.
this is sour, you should have tried that Anderson Valley.
Anderson Valley.
That was.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that?
I actually have, yeah. It's really
yeah.
nice.
That's wildly sour. It's
Yeah.
so good though. I love it, and this is very refreshing.
Like,
Yeah, this
surprisingly.
comes in at 5.3%, so not too much higher than the reds. So you can still enjoy this. You gotta be like a really fruity like style,
Fruity guy.
a really fruity guy. You gotta be a real like fruit lover to really fully understand and enjoy this beer. I feel like there's just so much going on in here that we can talk about, and there's just not enough time to do it.
Yeah, no, this is like the next level up in like those have like a specific thing going on. One's grapefruit, one's blueberry, and that's it.
They're both sweet as well.
They're both extremely sweet also, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
This is not as sweet, but it's just a kind of general fruit, and it has a lot of different fruits in it. So like I feel like this is next step up, far more complex.
This is another reason why I do believe that Dogfish Head cannot make a bad seasonal beer. I have never had a beer by Dogfish Head that I didn't like, and that's
a big
that's a big thing. That's a big thing to
words,
say.
yeah.
Because they're a big company and they make a lot of different beers, and they're one of the few companies that I can constantly go to at the store and pick up something new all the time, or like I get excited to pick up something new. So I don't know, like that. There's not really much else I can say about it. Whatever they're doing over there, like they're doing a good job.
They got it. They
got it going
have a good
on.
head on their shoulders.
There are other companies too that like I've had a lot of really good seasonals or good one hitters that I can name like Lagunitas and Stone, and I'm very like biased to Two Roads because I always say this, it's right by where I went to college. But you know, Dogfish Head really goes above and beyond on their seasonals and their super like strong beers. They make a couple like really strong beers that are really really good.
Yeah.
And they have one out right now. It's like the
It's like a raisin saison.
It's
Do they actually call it the raisin saison? I don't think they call it
I don't
that.
remember what it's exactly called.
It's like a raisin ale, but
That's
yeah.
with like brown sugar and
brown
stuff
sugar.
like that, and it comes with. I'm just gonna use this as an example. So on the cap, it'll be like caution, like yellow, with like a caution like triangle with the dogfish like exclamation point.
Oh.
And basically that means that those beers are anywhere from 15 to 20%.
Whoa.
And it depends on the bottle you get, depends on how strong it is.
Depends on the
crazy.
varietal.
That's cool.
Yeah.
120-minute.
120-minute Fruitful Fort, the Raison.
That one. Yep.
I had the Fruitful Fort, which is kind of like, it was like blackberry, raspberry, elderberry. Like it was 3 or 4 berries like put together. It almost tasted like a wine. It came out like almost jet black.
Wow.
That's how deep purple it was. It was really good. I had
That's
it.
probably
I
very
had it
interesting.
before going out one night with Jimmy and Andrew, I think, like down the shore, and that beer put me out of commish for the night. It was just so strong, and I kind of pounded it, which I should not have done.
Unwise.
Young sir. Don't do that. Seriously, enjoy your beers. Don't pound them like I do sometimes. Moving on though, so Jason,
Yes.
Jason brought all these beers. I just want to point out. I might be hosting the show, but this is Jason's episode.
Yeah.
Once again, I want to make sure I give him the credit on that because it was his idea.
I appreciate that, Brian.
So he brought what I thought was super interesting, the Evil Twin Brewing key lime pie,
Oh, I'm waiting for this.
and we've never done Evil Twin. So
company.
That's true,
they're
yeah.
from brewed for Evil Twin Brewing by Dorchester Brewing Company in Boston, Massachusetts, distributed by 12% LLC in Brooklyn. So this beer is 7%. This is actually a key lime pie IPA, but the reason why Jay brought this on was because, you know, key lime pie, super sweet.
I saw key lime pie. I love key lime pie. I said key lime. That's a fruit. Let's throw it in there. And so this is a different kind of it's something that's very different. So like these you kind of have a similar deal with, like they're you basic kind of like. Not basic fruity beers, but
Smell
basic.
that. That's really good. Evil Twin makes a lot of different
Ooh,
beers too.
yeah.
If you
Quite
go
a
out to
number.
like a Total Wine or something like that have a really big variety, they do like I don't know if it's a sour series or a ghost series, but it's almost like I call it like the ABCs of sour because they're all like different fruity style like beers, but it'll have a big letter, and that letter will represent the fruit that's in it. And I think that's really cool that they do that. They do a collaboration goes with Two Roads. I forget the name of it off the top of my head.
I
But
can't think of it either.
I know what it looks like too.
Have
It's
we
like
ever
the, it's like
carried
the,
it?
yes, we have.
Oh.
It's like cut in half, and it has like the brewer from Two Roads and the brewer from Evil Twin, like that, like side by side face kind of thing. It's really cool. So this comes in at 7%, brewed for Evil Twin Brewing in Dorchester by Dorchester Brewing Company in Boston, Massachusetts. If I'm not mistaken, Evil Twin does a lot of collaborations with people, and they move around a little bit when they brew their beer. But
I believe that.
they make a lot of different IPAs. One of the more popular ones is the I've always felt closer to IPAs than people.
Then I have to people.
Than I have to people. I saw one last week. I forget where I was, and and the beer was called. I really hope it was by them, because if it wasn't, I'm gonna be really upset with myself.
Foot and
Come on, Evil
mouth.
Twin.
It was called. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your IPAs are?
That's an Evil Twin name.
It is. I'm
that's a
pretty
very
sure it's Evil
That's
Twin.
an Evil Twin name. Yeah.
And I saw it. I started like dying laughing in the store when I saw it, and people were probably looking at me funny, more than they do already. But
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
So
I really like the smell.
the smell coming off when I opened it, I instantly smelled the lime.
Yeah, you get a lot of the lime in there. It smells like a very crisp IPA.
Oh yeah.
It tastes. It smells.
I'm kind of hoping it's
Refreshing.
like super sweet. Like, do you remember? I don't know if you're on the episode when we tried the Shebin smoothie shop,
Oh yeah.
that milkshake IPA.
I love
I
that.
kind of hope it's like fruity or super sweet like that, because like the smell is enticing.
The smell is excellent. Like
That
this
one
is
was
a
actually
like.
sweet.
It literally tasted like a milkshake.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, it's excellent. Like
I'm hoping
Yeah.
this is the same.
like if you are not like with IPAs, usually they will emit a certain type of aroma. Like they have a distinct smell, and like a lot of it can be very harsher. This is a lighter, at least to the smell, it's a lot lighter than most of your IPAs, and it's a lot more enticing. They may just be fooling us. This might be one of the harshest beers we've ever had. This might be one of the best beers we've ever had. We don't know, but it's a
I'm excited
very
to find out.
enticing scent.
Let's get a little taste. Of this.
Very limey.
Bottoms up, fellas.
Oh fuck yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, lime.
This is super
Wow.
super limey, for
Killer.
lack of a better term.
Wow.
That's sweet.
That's awesome.
It's like a sweet and sour kind of like
That's
combination.
great.
It's so good though.
It has it's very key lime pie. So like for those of you who maybe like yogurt, this is gonna be kind of out there, but they make key lime pie yogurt. I love key lime pie yogurt as well.
Yoplait does it.
Yeah, Yoplait key lime pie yogurt. This tastes exactly like that, like minus a little bit of vanilla and add a little bit of like saltiness in there. And
Yeah.
maybe a touch more sour.
Yeah.
But it's a very similar.
That's so.
If you've had one and then you have
That's so
this, you
interesting.
can definitely see where I'm coming from.
You
Maybe.
get the
Evil Twin, dude. Good job. Your debut
Yeah.
on this show.
killer.
Killer.
Knocked out of the park.
You get the graham cracker on the initial palate, and like just as it goes
Oh, that's
down.
right. There's
it's-
graham cracker in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, you
no,
get it.
you
like,
are
right
absolutely
there,
right.
and it goes down super nice.
This is
Not really
excellent.
too hoppy, but like that's totally fine.
Not
I'm okay
crazy
with that.
hoppy.
okay with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. It's got-
Surprisingly, for the sweet taste, this comes in at 7%.
Wow. Where could I get this? I want this now. Like
I found this at Total Wine.
Total Wine. Okay.
Did you buy it as a single or as a?
I bought it as a single.
Okay.
How much did you pay for it?
I think I paid somewhere in the range of $2 plus or minus like 50 cents.
It's totally fine.
It's good.
Give or
That's
take 50
actually
cents.
very
Yeah,
reasonable.
It's
For a
decent.
single?
Like for a
Yeah.
single can, usually
Yeah.
they'll charge a touch more for just a single can than they will a full pack of it.
Oh man, that's.
But
Ed and I
This is-
have bought a beer that was a solo 4.49. So like,
this is supreme. I love that.
You're
It's
probably
got that little salt
looking-
finish at the end. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
I need this in my life.
I was,
Yes.
I was gonna say. So let's say for Devil's Advocate, it was a $2.99 can. That's like a $12.90. That's like an $11.99, a $12.99 4-pack. So you know what?
Still worth it.
That's
Still
not bad
worth
at
it.
all.
That's
still totally
that's
worth
really
it,
good.
in my opinion.
I believe nowadays, and a lot of people, some people disagree because they want it. They don't want to pay as much. You know, they want more for less. It's kind of like that mentality. If you see $12.99, $13.99, even to an extent $14.99 on the shelf for a 16-ounce 4-pack, that's a decent price nowadays. Especially with
Absolutely.
companies coming out with like these super limited beers that are $16.99 and up.
$17.99.
Like that's insane for some, like for
$20.99.
Yeah,
some
like-
things. Like don't get me wrong, like super limited editions. We did the LIC beer project Canon, which is $19.99 for a 4-pack, and like I understand why it's that much, like but some people don't want to pay that kind of money.
Yeah, but like definitely don't shy away from like those higher price points.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it is, some of it is you're paying for like packaging. Like this, they must have at the store they must have messed up because they
It's
all
dented.
I think what this was a pack and they dropped it and then they ended up just putting it out as singles because
That's fine.
all the cans were like kind of just scuffed up. You could see that they fell on the floor. It's still fine, but like that's probably what happened. But the packaging on this is pretty nice. It's cool. Like it's got this like simple logo. It's got these slices of key lime pie. A lot of Evil Twins packaging is very cool.
For those of you that don't like know a lot about Evil Twin, they're another like super artistic. Whoever designs the labels for Evil Twin, like
It's very
that guy goes above and
simple,
beyond.
artistic.
It's simple but like super cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The one that we talked about before that I've never felt close. I've always felt closer to IPAs than I do people. It's a black can with a lot of floral design on it and like vibrant pink and green. Like
Yeah.
it's nice. It's
Yeah.
a nice looking can.
Yeah.
And they have basic ones. They have
This is pretty.
They have like
big.
a New England style IPA that comes in like a matte blue can.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't
Oh,
think of
yeah.
the name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But it's still like
I've seen it, yeah.
aesthetically, it's a pleasing,
pleasing.
can to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be like crazy with your designs to look nice. Like,
Yeah.
6 Point, I always say 6 Point because their seasonals are
Excellent.
so artistic.
I love.
And their
I love
regular
cans.
style beers they just chose a color for the beer and went with it. Their
Yeah,
crisp
it's-
pilsner is blue, is like just straight blue and silver.
Simple.
The resin's green and silver, like the Sweet Action's yellow and silver. Bengali is orange and silver.
Yeah. It's,
it's cool.
It's good.
Speaking of 6 Point and off topic, maybe is that okay?
Sure.
If I
Yeah,
go
if
off
you
topic?
go wherever you
I
want
always
with it,
talk about
man.
other breweries.
Did you hear that 6 Point resin is actually going to be discontinued?
No,
Wait, no,
really?
what?
Why?
Yeah.
Seriously?
So
Oh, sorry.
I also work at Bottle King. I'm a black shirt there with when he used to work there.
He trained me.
Yeah. We were having a Doc's tasting, and one of the reps was telling me like on top of Stone Go-To IPA being discontinued, also 6 Point resin's being discontinued.
Wow.
And that's so surprising because especially at like our store, we sell
The
so
resin
much
is
of that.
insane.
It's
Yeah.
that is a killer. That's a killer beer.
Especially for value and pricing, just
They-
it's so surprising.
Excellent.
So I have
that's
found out
what's going
that
down.
some places may discontinue distribution, but not discontinue making it.
Okay.
Some places do and some places don't. I don't know the 6 Point and the Stone. I was told months and months ago because, like Steve said, I worked with him at Bottle King. I was the beer manager. I got told by my rep for the craft distributor that Go-To was going to be discontinued like months before it actually happened, and I was ordering it like crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people like I kept telling people like, oh, enjoy it now because we're not gonna get it. Rue Nation was another one. Their double IPA was a standard.
Oh yeah.
Double IPA, like no bullshit double IPA, really good. They discontinued making it, and the delicious IPA took its place, and it skyrocketed because it's a really good beer.
Yeah.
It's
and that's-
crazy. Yeah.
And again, like not to cut you off again, but like
No,
to
you're good.
bring it kind of back around, like that's another reason not to shy away from the higher price point stuff. Like
Oh, yeah.
not to say things are going discontinued all the time, but
Definitely take advantage of what you find. You know, $12 to $14.99 is actually a very good price nowadays compared to like stuff that's a lot higher.
Oh yeah.
And
the cool packaging, limited quantities,
I think we
and
got that.
excellent ingredients.
yeah, a lot of breweries are still going for that quality over quantity mentality, which is great, and that's why people love the beers. Once again, I just want to say thank you to all the breweries that we did today. Schoverhofer for the grapefruit beer, very fruity, very nice for the weather. Reds, the apple ale, the blueberry ale, phenomenal. Definitely a nice blueberry style. There are a lot of companies that do the blueberry style around now. Dogfish Head, once again, I think we've done them like once or twice before this.
Excellent.
Really good. Evil Twin, you'll definitely see on the show again for their debut on the show. Like,
Oh, yeah.
really good.
Excellent for a showing.
Please.
Excellent for a showing.
Yeah, I was very
So good.
surprised, but at the same time, I knew exactly what I wanted out of that beer, and I got it.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
So once again, we got Jason,
Yo,
our special guest Steve,
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, dude.
Yeah.
For real. And I'm Brian. So once again, thank you guys for coming out. Please go out and like this video. Subscribe to Byked Entertainment because we want you to enjoy yourselves.
Yes.
Please leave a comment. We want to know what you guys think. I know my brothers have commented. My Delta Chi brothers out there. What's up, fellas? Keep drinking responsibly, please.
And most importantly, Brian, please
Hit that bell.
motherfucking bell.
We want you guys to enjoy this just as much as we do filming it.
Hell yeah.
Have a great day. Please drink responsibly.
Peace.